All right, so I've been invested in Palantir for almost a year now. I started buying around December. So on this dip right here to support, I started buying. And, I held, even though the stock ran up to $40 or $45 during the meme stock rally, I did not sell because I believe in the management. I really like Alex Karp. I really like his vision. I believe in the industry and the size and the scale. I also believe in all of the contracts that we are winning. All of the wins we've had essentially since I've been invested in kept me from selling my position, even though I'd pretty much nearly doubled my money. Okay. But ever since then, as you can see, it's been a spiral downwards. Okay. But we've also been respecting quite a few of these support levels. Now, let's zoom into where we are today. Okay. So we are down quite severely today. We're down over 4.4% as of the time of recording this. But as you can see, we've had four heavy selling. Again, these are institutional sells and probably some retail sellers panic selling. Had a little bit of a green day here. And on Friday at market close, the company made another announcement, which really just kind of got me very, very frustrated with management. And that announcement is what has sparked this video, or some of the red flags that I'm seeing. Okay, so I haven't spoken about Palantir in about a couple of months now. As you guys know, it's my third largest position. And I don't really like coming onto the channel and speaking negatively about some of the companies that I've invested in because I own part of the company, right? I'm a shareholder. So I have seen some red flags. I have been discussing it with my Discord as we go along, but this announcement, we need to talk about it. Okay, let's talk about share dilution. Now, this is a topic that I've seen a lot of Palantir investors and would-be investors just kind of argue between themselves. And what you would notice is that a lot of Palantir shareholders are very dismissive of the amount of dilution and stock-based compensation that's going on in the company. Now, when I initially made my investment in this company, I already knew that the company had planned to dilute shareholders for 3 years. Okay, this is in the annual reports. They said the total grant date fair value of RSUs vested during the year ended December 31st, 2020 was $531.9 million. As of December 31, 2020, the total unrecognized stock-based compensation expense related to the RSUs outstanding was $873.5 million, which the company expects to recognize over 3.2 years. Okay, so if you're not familiar with what an RSU is a restricted stock units, and they're a form of stock-based compensation used to reward employees. Okay, and we've heard Alex Karp talk about it many times that the stock-based compensation will be used to attract the best talent and also to retain the best talent in order for us to grow. Okay, so this was the plan of the company, and you can see here RSUs can also be an important part of your client's compensation package. So this is to help us retain the best talent, so we're not losing great engineers to the likes of Tesla and whatnot. Okay, so myself and my Discord members, we already knew this, that stock-based compensation was a 3.2 year plan. Okay, so this explains why every single quarter since they've gone public, we've seen huge amount of stock-based compensation being paid out. They made us aware in the annual report. Now, what I don't get, right, is this announcement on Friday. Okay, so they said to us that we may issue securities from time to time in one or more offering in amounts at prices and on terms determined at the time of such offering. The prospectus describes the general terms of these securities and general manner in which these securities will be offered. Okay, in addition, selling security holders may from time to time offer or sell our securities. So essentially, in addition to what they already planned with the RSUs, they're letting us know there's going to be even more share dilution on the way, and it's going to happen from time to time when they see fit. What the heck? What the heck? Like, are you kidding me? What is the purpose of this offering? If you go to the use of proceeds, they've announced it here. We intend to use the net proceeds we receive from the sales of securities by us set forth in the applicable prospectus supplement. Unless the applicable prospectus supplement provides otherwise, we will not receive any proceeds from the sale of the securities by selling security holders. Okay, so they haven't actually informed us as to what they want to use this money for. Now, I've seen a lot of speculation on Twitter, on stock tweets, that there might be an acquisition, but I'm sorry, we're sitting on $2.3 billion in cash right now as of Q2. We've got $2.3 billion in cash sitting on our balance sheet as of Q2. It looks like we already have a ton of cash already, so much so that the company is parking some of that cash in gold bars. in August, we had this announcement, as their cash pile grows, Palantir are deciding to park some of that money into gold, right? Which, by the way, has been one of the worst performing assets over the past decade. I know past performance isn't indicative of future events. That's fine. You're choosing to park some of our cash on the balance sheet in the worst performing asset class over the past decade. I don't understand. And you're doing it in case of a black swan event. It doesn't make sense. I've been seeing some Palantir investors talking about an acquisition maybe on the way. But we've already been investing in a ton of SPACs. At this point, with the amount of SPACs that we've invested in, we're essentially becoming a holding company. Like, are we really a data analytics company, or are we just a holdings company and these companies are using our software? And I understand the strategy, but to be honest, it doesn't really explain why they are diluting us shareholders even more, on top of the 3-year planned stock-based compensation that they're going to issue out till about 2023, so over 3 years. So this was announced in December. So this was from December 2020. So yeah, that would take us to 2023. I honestly don't get it. And if you have a bit more information than I have, please comment in the section below so that we can find out what the heck is going on. Now, on top of this, the company are also losing contracts. Okay, so the UK government ends one of its data sharing contracts with Palantir. This was last month. So not only are we getting diluted, we're also now beginning to lose contracts. This is not good. These are red flags, okay? These are red flags that I've been seeing. I've been discussing with my Discord members, and I'm starting to become a little bit concerned. Now, the UK government, they are incentivized to save face, okay? Because there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the UK government using Palantir's technology. So I do understand this move from an ethical point of view, and also for the UK government to say, hey, look, we're partnering with Palantir. But this is not a good sign, because it puts into question our moats. If the UK government can build their own software or their own platform that can mimic what Palantir software does, it starts to question how strong is our moats really. As well as that, another thing that's been on my mind is, when are we having the next double click event? The last one was back in April, okay? The last double click event, which the whole point of the double click events was to showcase our software to multiple industries and hopefully attract more customers, more clients, more commercial clients to use our software. That was the whole point, right? And they told us that it was a success. But if it was so successful, how come we haven't had any more since April? There's been no more double click events. Demo day. The last demo day was back in January. What's going on with demo day? Why have we not had another one? Showcasing Foundry, Gotham, Apollo, Edge. What's going on? What is going on? And I think management, they've got a lot to answer for. Okay, so Q3 is going to be a pivotal quarter for me. Like, we need answers. Okay, we need answers. What is going on with DoubleClick? What is going on with Demo Day? Why are we losing contracts with the UK government? Why are you diluting us even more? Like, we need answers. Okay, Palantir, we need answers. All right, that's me done.